Hey guys, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. If this is your first time here, I want to thank you for checking out my channel. Obviously, this is a movie channel, and I talk everything movies. I do reviews, top 10 lists, collection updates, and every Wednesday I upload a video I call Weekend Watch. And that's a video where I give you some Blu-ray and rental suggestions for home, as well as a few options for those of you who want to head out and see a movie in the theater. So if this sounds like the type of content you'd be interested in, definitely going to want to hit that subscription button and the bell notification so you know when I upload again. And with it being Memorial Day and the official kickoff of summer 2018, I thought what better time than now to do my top 10 summer movies list. And, well, it's actually a top 12 because I'm indecisive, so I have 2 honorable mentions. Anyway, as with any list, it's going to be subjective. So your list will be different from mine, and I want to know down in the comments, what are your go-to summer movies? So before I get started, I just want to let you know I'm going to keep it really brief because these are kind of universally known movies, and you know, we already know what they're about. So I'm just going to give you a few points as to why they're on my list and then right on to the next one. So my first honorable mention is National Lampoon's Caddyshack, starring Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, and Rodney Dangerfield, and we follow Danny Noonan on his dream job of being a golf caddy at the Bush Woods Country Club. And we all know how that goes. It's hilarious, it's fun, it's, you know, it's everything that a National Lampoon movie should be. And what says summer like golf, country clubs, bad plaid pants, and a road gopher, right? So I couldn't leave Caddyshack off my list, so it's my first honorable mention. And my second one, it's one of these films that only has a DVD release, hasn't gotten a Blu-ray release, but it's Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss in What About Bob? Bill Murray plays a psychiatric patient with no sense of boundaries, and Richard Dreyfuss is his psychiatrist who just wants to have a very peaceful summer vacation with his family. And besides being hilarious, this film, everything about this film says summer vacation. They have the house on the lake, the boat, the son is trying to learn how to dive properly. They drive the station wagon with the wood paneled sides. They have a little town with a mom and pop convenience store. I mean, everything about it screams like a New England type summer vacation. So yeah, What About Bob? It's fun, it's funny, it's awesome. I couldn't leave it off my list. Next one. Now this is my top 10, and it's in no particular order. It's random. This first one is George Lucas's American Graffiti, which was actually up for 5 Academy Awards. And let me just tell you the cast because it's huge. Ron Howard, Richard Dreyfuss, Harrison Ford, Cindy Williams, Mackenzie Phillips, and Suzanne Summers, all in their breakout roles. And it's a group of friends who they've graduated high school. It's their last night of summer vacation before they all go on to their next endeavor, be it college or whatever. And we've all been there. We've all had that time in our life, that moment in our life where we're saying goodbye to everything that we've known, our hometown, our childhood friends, and we're going off to the unknown. So yeah, this always feels really relevant, and it's always one of the go-to summer films. Another reason for me that's kind of nostalgic is because of the music in this film. Wolfman Jack actually makes a cameo appearance, and the soundtrack of this, if you like this kind of music, is really, really good. And for me, it reminds me of my dad, because when I was a kid, my dad was a big gearhead. He loved cars. He loved working on cars, everything about them. And I always remember during the summer, my dad working on the cars in the driveway with his friends, listening to the Wolfman Jack show. So for me, this one has a lot of nostalgia, even just in the soundtrack. So yeah, American Graffiti had to be on the list. And the next one, Adventureland, starring Jesse Eisenberg, Kristen Stewart, Kristen Wiig, and Ryan Reynolds. Jesse Eisenberg plays James, who has graduated college and has decided to tell his parents that he is going off to backpack through Europe to find himself. Well, his parents do not like that, and they decide to cut off his funds, so he has to get a horrible, crappy summer job. And we've all had the horrible summer jobs. He ends up working at this amusement park. The rides are terrible, the games are rigged, the food is horrible, but he manages to make a few friends, and this film always reminds me of some of the horrible summer jobs I've had. So yeah, Adventureland is always on my summer watch list. And this one, Dog Day Afternoon, starring Al Pacino. And this is on my list for a really weird reason. Anyway, it's based on true events of a bank robbery that took place in Brooklyn in August of 1972. It was actually August 22nd of 1972. And it's called Dog Day Afternoon because dog days of summer, and it was a hot, miserably muggy day and when this took place. And the reason that this is on my summer watch list is because when this took place, I was on summer vacation with my grandparents, and they couldn't get enough of this story. So every time I see this movie, it reminds me of being on summer vacation with my grandparents at their summer house. So yeah, sorry Nan and Pop, but it's on the list for that reason. It's a good one though. And this next one, no list is complete without it. The Sandlot. We have young Scotty. I always want to call him Sammy, but it's Scotty. Young Scotty is in 5th grade, and he's moving off with his mom and stepdad. He's leaving everything that he's known. He's going to a place where he has no friends. He doesn't know anyone. He makes friends with a kid on the baseball team who invites him to come play. Scotty is not a baseball player. He's terrible. And the guys kind of take him into the fold and teach him how to play. And he ends up having a really awesome summer with his friends. So yeah, this is a really good one about childhood memories. And one of the reasons that this is on my list is because every time I watch it, it reminds me of spending summer nights sitting with my mom at the Little League field watching my brother play baseball, because my brother was so into baseball since whenever. So yeah, since forever, I should say. My brother's always been into baseball. But anyway, this is good fun for the whole family. It's a clean movie. It's rated PG. So yeah, good fun for the whole family. Sandlot. Next one is not for the whole family, but it's still fun. It's Richard Linklater's Dazed and Confused, and this stars a very young Matthew McConaughey and Keanu Reeves. And this is the last day of school before some of them are going on to their senior year, others are going from 8th grade into high school. And the people going into high school are nervous because they know that the guys who are going to become seniors do a lot of hazing and whatnot, and all everybody really wants to do is throw out their notebooks, throw out their books, and clean out their lockers and get the hell out of school. But they, of course, have to get involved in shenanigans, and the seniors are bothering the incoming freshmen, and ultimately what they wind up doing is smoking pot and having keg parties in the woods. So it sounds pretty much like a typical teenage summer vacation back in whatever, 1970s, 1980s, whenever this was. But yeah, Dazed and Confused is always one that's on the list. And this one, there's really not much I can say about it. Dirty Dancing, except nobody puts baby in a corner. Summer of 1963. How can this not be on my list? Again, everything about this screams summer vacation, and it's an awesome, awesome movie with a great soundtrack and awesome dancing. Dirty Dancing. This one was a little bit of a sleeper film. This might be the only one that I'm not sure that everyone saw. It's called The Way, Way Back. It stars Steve Carell, Toni Collette, and Sam Rockwell and Liam James as Duncan. Duncan is going away with his mom, played by Toni Collette, and her boyfriend, played by Steve Carell. The boyfriend is a bit of a jerk, and he's pretty crappy to Duncan, and Duncan really doesn't want to go on vacation, but they go to this, the boyfriend's house, and Duncan leaves on a girl's bicycle that he finds in the garage just laying around. He takes the bicycle and off he goes. He finds a water park nearby where he is befriended by Sam Rockwell, and eventually he starts working, and it's a coming of age story, and he learns how to go out on his own and make friends and find people that make him feel good about himself. So yeah, The Way, Way Back is an awesome, awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Let me know in the comments if you've seen this one or not and what you thought of it. Good one. And this one, this is one of my favorites, whether it's on a summer list or not. Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connor, and Kiefer Sutherland in Stand By Me, based on the Stephen King novel. And this is what they would consider a rite of passage type of a story. You have the 4 friends who are taking off on their last adventure for the summer, and they're actually going and looking for the body of a missing boy who they heard was found dead on the side of the railroad tracks. So they take off on their last adventure before they have to go back to school, and the film is narrated by Richard Dreyfuss, who is now playing one of the boys who is now grown, and he talks about memories that you make with your childhood friends and how those are the friendships that you will remember your whole life. So yeah, this holds a special place in my heart, as I'm sure it does with a lot of people, because it's all about those friendships and those adventures that you had as a kid that you can't really copy that as an adult. It's a one-shot deal, flash in the pan thing. But yeah, Stand By Me is an awesome, awesome movie. Now these last two, spooky. Friday the 13th, the first one, Camp Crystal Lake, everybody's there to get ready for the summer campers to come who we know never get there. Anyway, Friday the 13th, it forever made sure that I did not go to sleepaway camp, because this scared the crap out of me when I first saw it. Anyway, it's still one of my favorites, and I always watch it. This is my favorite one out of the whole franchise. The original one is my favorite. But yeah, Mrs. Voorhees kicks ass. And my last and my top movie, summer movie, I'm sure you guys all know, Jaws. This is the reason I have never gone in the ocean again. I will not swim in the ocean because of this movie, because this scared the living daylights out of me. I always used to swim before I saw Jaws, but no more. Anyway, everything about this, from the location, the feel, the tone, everything about it is just, it's a summer movie. It is the summer movie for me. So Jaws, absolutely number one on my top 12 list. So yeah, let me know what your top summer movie is, and let's see. I bet some people say Jaws, but yeah, that's a good one, and it's got to be on your list somewhere. Anyway, that's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank you so much as always for watching, and if you did enjoy this, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, and I promise I'm going to be back again real soon. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend, and that's a wrap.